Hello everyone, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. We're back here in Elm Creek with Grober Games. So we're in the month of August now. We're getting closer to finishing this year out. Our chickens are still doing pretty good yet. We got our 60 new birds in. I sold some in between episodes if I haven't gone over that yet. So we got fresh new birds coming in, and then when we get closer here, we're gonna sell off another set of 60. And I'm thinking about starting to rotate the sheep out as well. Like right now, they're not too terribly old, but they're a little over halfway there from producing a few more. So I think I would sell at least 12 of them. But right now, so far we got ourselves set up with a contract from one of our neighbors. We're gonna go combine field 72 for them. We already sent the 4840 out with the wagons. I thought about maybe picking up a few fertilizer contracts, but I figure we'll stay off that for now because we're almost out of fertilizer. But we're gonna start heading over that way. I think that we don't have too much going on for ourselves right now. We're still waiting on our beans to get ready. Actually, you know what, should have planned my route a little better here. We're just gonna end up cutting across our fields here. The beacon on. We'll take the back road here to 72. Like I said, we already got the 4840 heading out that way with the wagons. And we might pick up another harvest contract. There was a field 34 that our neighbor was asking help for, but I haven't decided if we're going to hit that up too. I feel like 72 might take us a little bit of time today. But we might hit that up as well. Oh. Almost ran over some of our beans there. That would have been very bad. And the workers already kind of struggling to get there. I hope they can make it in one piece. Seems lately the AI has not been the most reliable thing. I feel like it was more reliable in Farming Simulator 19 for like doing field work and such, but lately I have between recording No Man's Land and this here, I have gained less confidence in the AI as of late. But we're gonna plan on harvesting this field at least. We might, like I said, we might pick up one more, depends how much time is sunk into this one. And then I think our beans might be ready next month, so we'll be pretty busy with harvest for these next few months. And I'm trying to think. And I think we'll probably make a trip over to our spinnery too with some of the wool we got starting to pile up at the farm. But we'll have to see here. We're gonna wonder. I'm kind of curious. One of these days I should just put a really absurd destination for the AI worker to travel to and just follow it and see how many times it crashes into something, because I'm genuinely kind of curious, and especially with us using a modded tractor and wagons. And I also forgot to reset the cruise control on that, so that's probably why it's taken them so long to get over here. That's one thing I've kind of personally don't like, is that if you have the cruise control set, let's say we have it set, for example, we have ours set at 11 right now, that's all the faster that they're gonna go, unless you switch it to max it out or whatever. But I think this field 72, sorry about that. This field 72 might take us a little bit. Oh yeah, this just had to check that, see if it was how important it was. Sorry about that. But this field 72 might take us a little bit, I wonder if we can actually get all the sorghum on in one trip. And I think we're just gonna... I've been noticing that unless we do like a really huge field, it's not really worth us hanging on to whatever crop is left over. So I think we're just gonna end up selling all the sorghum when we're done harvesting. Just make it easier on us. We'll have... I think we're gonna have plenty of our own crop this season to... for us to sell, that we don't need to get any sorghum. Although, now that I think about it... Oh, Jeep, turning a little too tight with the wagons there. Prefer to empty out the harvester before we get all the way to the other end of the field. I have a feeling we would fill the harvester up before we get back. But now that I'm thinking about it, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to hang on to sorghum, because that is bird feed for us. How much? 36,000 liters. Nah, we'll be fine. We'll just sell it all off, and we'll just wait for our beans to finish out, so. But that's the plan for this episode. Like I said, we might do field 34 as well. And that might be all we'll have time for today, because we're kind of doing it with our own equipment, which is kind of, like I said, it's kind of like the good feeling to not have to borrow everything all the time. We make a little bit extra money, granted we're putting more wear and tear on our own personal equipment. But I don't know, it's just something about being able to use your own stuff. One thing I wouldn't mind doing too is, since I think I still keep going over this every episode, I think we're still gonna end up buying another field first, and then we're gonna invest into another sheep barn right away, just so we can keep our spinnery in full production. And I'm hoping that with all the wool and the leftover cotton that we got from when we bought it, we'll make enough money to be able to afford that within this coming year. But we'll see what happens, but we'll jump into a time lapse here, and we'll see you guys at the end of this.
Alright everyone, this is about, we're going to be wrapping it up for today. There's going to be, I know there's probably a few cuts in the video just because I had to stop and restart everything a few times today. I just had a few things come up that required my attention. And it's probably going to be a little bit of a longer one today as well, so. We haven't had a longer one for quite a few episodes now, so it's not going to really hurt anything. But I was going to pick up that Field 34 contract, but it disappeared, but that's okay because we got this Field 53 contract, which I thought was a little bit better for us, a little closer to home, and a little bit more money. But you know, it's quite a field for us to handle with our small harvester, and I don't know if you notice, I can finally stop complaining about how the paint isn't peeling on the header anymore. Starting to peel on the reels, and it's starting to look like it. I don't know what they call those, like, red things on the front of the head. I know we never had anything like that on any of our combines, or I've never seen anything like that either, so I honestly don't know what they're called, but the thing is, the header's finally starting to peel. About several years behind the combine, but I'm gonna wrap it up here today. We're gonna haul that last load in off screen because I should have really had the class hooked up to the wagons just to save on some time, but like I said, I'd rather rack up more hours on the 4840 than the class right now. But if you guys enjoyed the episode today, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. If you're enjoying the content, please subscribe so you can stay up to date to everything. Above all else, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. And most of all, thanks for watching.